back out here with the big baits, trying to build off the last video. We had 4 bites last time out, caught 1 fish, dumped 1, and I was planning to go to another lake, but I felt like I was piecing something together, kind of figuring them out a little bit, and also today's conditions are a lot better. Got a little bit of wind, not so sunny, got some cloud cover, and the moon phase is right also, so it seems like stuff's lining up to catch a big fish. And yeah, like I said, I kind of already was figuring something out, so I felt like it would probably be best to just come back here and try and build off that instead of just starting fresh somewhere else. And yeah, so we're back out here with the trout swim baits, and same game plan as last time, just gonna grind it out for the whole day. Might get a little bit of rain in the afternoon, so we'll see if that pushes us off the water or if it's bearable. Hopefully it's not too bad, but sometimes these pre-storm conditions can be really good, and those fish just, they start chewing because they know that pressure changes and they know that their opportunity to feed is probably going away. So sometimes that can be a really good time to get out on the water. But we'll see. No guarantees, as always with fishing, but high hopes for today. Really hoping we can put a big one in the boat before the year ends. And catching that sunrise on the water, always just a magical time of day. Even in the winter time when it's cold, and usually the early morning bite isn't as hyped up as those warmer months, but you just still have that feeling that something's gonna happen right at that sun up period. It just feels right. Yes, sir. Come on. Nice. Hey, relax, relax. Now that I'm not going to crash into the rocks, a little start to the day, early morning on the SPRO Shad. Little glidebait fish. That's my first fish on that bait. Generally, I put the glidebaits away this time of year, but I just thought with these conditions, maybe those fish would push up and feed, so that's sick. Not a big one, but she ate it. Her mouth's a little messed up. Put her back. Thank you. Sweet. Just working that glide slow down these rocky banks, and just speed it up, give it a couple twitches every so often, and then back to that slow retrieve. And she just grabbed onto it. But this shad, it's a real good size glide. It's not too big. You can throw it on pretty conventional gear. Really easy to work, and it's not real intimidating for those smaller fish, as you can see. I think this bait is going to be, I think it's going to play a role for me next year fishing tournaments. It's one of those baits that's, you can get you a big bite, but it's not so big that you can't really throw it in a tourney. I think it's good. It's got that good versatility to catch a lot of fish and to catch a big kicker fish if you need it in a derby. So I'm definitely gonna have this one tied on throughout the year. Oh shit. Just spooked one. Well, I brought the I brought a deep crank at the last minute, just in case. I was thinking with the wind, maybe throwing the big bait might be kind of pain in the ass. And good to cover some water. Oh shit, fucking bee. Yeah, but might be good to cover some water with the deep crank. I'm still gonna throw the big bait for sure, but might as well give this a shot since I brought it. Little guy on the deep crank. Little one on the Striking 8XD. Right on that break, and probably about 15 feet of water, same as the swimbait fish. It's like they want to sit. They don't want to sit shallow. They don't want to sit right super deep. They're right in the middle. Another fish. Not so big. Yes, sir. Let's go. That's a healthy one. That is a healthy one. Hell yeah. Crankbait to the dome. Yep. Fats though. Right in the face. 4.7. £4 7 ounces on the Strike King 8XD. Healthy one. Bye, mama. Yep. Well, that feels good. Not quite a 5-pounder, but right there. Let's get a good one. Oh, there's another one. Next cast, jeez. Guy. I swear, man, it's always that bait that you almost didn't bring. Like literally, I was walking out of the garage. Car was packed up. Kayak was on top of the car. And I just looked at the crankbait rod. I'm like, I know I should just throw big baits, but gotta grab that. So I grabbed my crankbait rod, grabbed a couple cranks, and went on my way. And now, look at that, 3 fish on it so far. 2 casts in a row. It's just like, if you get that feeling, that gut feeling that tells you you need to pick something up, just do it. Don't be stubborn. Because I'm sure I wouldn't have caught those fish had I not brought that bait. Not to say I wouldn't catch fish, but I wouldn't have caught those exact fish. Little tip for when you're cranking, when you feel it start to hang up, like it's not giving, just stop reeling. A lot of times your crankbait will just back out and like float up out of the snag. And even if it doesn't back out, if you keep grinding it, you're just gonna dig it deeper into the snag. But if you kind of catch it early, you can just usually get over the top of your bait and pull it from the backside, and it'll usually come out. But a lot of these crankbaits are pretty high floating, so yeah, you feel it kind of starting to get hung up, just stop it. And a lot of times that can even be a trigger for a bite. If you're coming over a big rock and you stop it, it floats up, and then you start your retrieve again, a lot of times you'll get a bite right as you start to reel. generally in the colder water, I would be throwing that tactical DD. It's a little bit tighter wiggle, not so aggressive, but with the conditions today, it felt like a day that they might be down for something a little more, with a little more thump. And so far it seems like I was kind of right. When y'all are fishing these deep cranks, make sure you get it out as far as you can get it, because that gives you more time down on the bottom. Your cast or your bait is diving down, and then there's a portion of your cast that the bait's coming up to the boat. So the longer the cast you make, the longer that section in the middle is where your bait is bumping bottom, and that's the key part of the cast. That's where you're going to get your bites generally, or right when you start to come up. So bomb that thing out there, get it down quick. I like to kind of fast reel it down, and then once it's down there, then I'll start to reel it out whatever retrieve speed that I want it. That perfect cast. I finally lined it up right. It was that same rock fowl I was catching those jig fish on. And I just had to hit it at the right angle. Solid. Man, I really encourage y'all to get out towards the end of the year. I know a lot of people shy away from this time of year. It's fucking cold. Fishing can be tough. You know, it's easier to be inside drinking hot chocolate with the fam. Or I know a lot of people like to go hunting and stuff like that, but there's still good fish to be caught. A lot of big fish caught this time of year for the people who stick it out and stay out here. So if you're one of those people who tends to hang it up in December, just next year give it a shot. Yeah.